Hey guys, my name is Nick and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I have done the number crunching for you once again. Games Workshop have announced and released on pre-order their special edition Battleforces in time for your Christmas shopping. And there's a number of these and I've gone through each and every one of them, worked out what's exactly inside it and which one is the best value, because I know a lot of people are bargain hunters and value hunters out there. So I've done the number crunching and let's go and see which one comes out on top. Now the first thing to note before we jump into the details is not every single Warhammer 40k faction has been captured into one of these battle forces. In fact, only 6 battle forces are available, covering only 5 factions. So if you're interested in a particular faction, you may not be covered in this list, and Games Workshop may or may not, I don't think they will, do some further faction bundles, but I think this is what we're going to be stuck with. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that not every faction was covered with this, and it seems to be pretty much the same players that we've had before. So if you're not a mainstay player of your Primaris or your Death Guard, yeah, you might be a bit disappointed. So let's go and have a look at what we do have available, and let's get straight into that video. So first up is the Death Guard Infestation Cluster. Now this comes with a Plague Surgeon, 7 Plague Marines, a Blight Lord Terminator box set, Voted Bloat Drone and a Plague Burst Crawler. Now note that each of these box sets is none of the push to fit, easy to build kind of stuff that we're getting. It is the original full boxed value, which is pretty good in my opinion. We're not getting any of the on the cheap kind of models here. And this comes in, if you were to buy everything individually, at £150. The retail of all of these sets is £100, therefore you're saving 50, and doing the easy math on this one, it's 33.33% of a saving. From a competitive standpoint, probably not the best box set that you're going to be looking for, because most Death Guard competitive are looking at Poxwalkers and lots of little demons and so on. But if you're a Mortarian Fluff Bunny and you like your Plague Marines and Blight Lord Terminators and so on, then this is probably a good build out to a standard narrative style list. The Plague Burst Crawler is probably the only competitive element in here at the moment. Next up, of a minor increase in discount value at 34%, so 0.7% over the Death Guard, is the Adeptus Mechanicus Fist of the Omnissiah. You're getting a £51.50 saving by buying this bundle over the regular price. Again, really good discount, to be honest. Let's not knock Games Workshop for the discount here. You're getting a Tech Priest Engine Seer, 10 Skitarii Rangers, 5 Sicarian Ruststalkers, 2 Castellan Robots and a Data Smith, which is a single box set, and an Onager Dune Crawler. From a collection standpoint, I think this is pretty solid. Dune Crawlers are very, very good. Castellan Robots appear in pretty much every Adeptus Mechanicus list I've ever seen, certainly in 7th and 8th edition. Skitarii Rangers, very, very good for bulking out your detachments to make sure you've got plenty of troops. The Sicarian Ruststalkers I've not seen overly in abundance across either type of competitive or fluff bunny lists, but the Tech Priest Engines here, another good choice. So for me, whether you're competitive or narrative based, not a bad bundle at all. Next we move into the Necrons and their Dominion Spearhead. Now in here we get a Necron Overlord, 12 Warriors, 10 Immortals, a Canoptic Spider, 3 Tomb Blades, 3 Scarab Swarms, which are basically the bits that come on your warrior boxes, and a Ghost Ark. Now one thing to note is that Ghost Ark now is a GW Direct only, so you are going to only be able to buy those from your Games Workshop online store. With this one, it's £155 individually, giving you a £55 saving, therefore 35.48% over the recommended retail price. Now everybody knows Necrons suck at competitive. I'm hoping that Chapter Approved kinds of redresses that a little bit, because it is rather annoying that Necrons and Grey Knights really do struggle, not just competitive, but just in a general balance of the game at the moment. But what do we get from that collection perspective? The Ghost Ark, which can be made into the big Doom Cannon thing, I've forgotten its name now. The Warriors are always good, Immortals are always very good, Spiders, hit and miss for me, and Tomb Blades, you need more of them to make them work. Scarab Swarms are awesome for that mortal wound shielding and screening of units. So again, not a bad battle force. It's a good saving. But if you're a competitive minded player, everyone knows that Necrons currently suck in that meta. So this is really good for building out, and probably starting, to be honest, a Necron force. There's plenty in there for everybody. As we step into the 40% saving bracket, this is the Craftworld Azarani Blade Host. And in here we get a Farseer, 10 Guardians, 5 Dire Avengers, 3 Wind Riders, a Viper and a Wraith Knight. Wraith Knight is probably the biggest attraction to this box set. You're saving £68 and a Wraith Knight on its own is 70. So basically this set gives you a free Wraith Knight. That's probably the only way I've looked at this, this Blade Host list. Everybody knows Dire Avengers are completely disgustingly overpriced. Not just in the game, because in the game they're pretty good. But £20.50 for 5 of those is outrageous, because that was the price for 10 before. So for me, yeah, always questionable about Dire Avengers. Guardians, yeah, they appear occasionally in many lists just to sort of bulk out troops choices. Farseers are always good. 3 Wind Riders on their own, not so good. You know, maybe in a bit more of a larger bulk is more beneficial. But from a value perspective, again, 40.5% give or take is a very good saving. From a competitive standpoint, probably not very good. From a Fluff Bunny perspective, yeah, average. But I'm an Elder fan. I like all the models that are in that kit, and a free Wraith Knight is not to be sniffed at. But as I said, I think the Dire Avengers are really, really outrageously priced, and so for me, 5 Dire Avengers at £20.50, is that really a good saving? Because the individual component is already overpriced. I'll leave that for you guys to make a decision on. The most discounted sets then are the final 2, and the first one of those final 2 is the Space Marine Primaris Interdiction Force, coming with a Captain, 10 Intercessors, 10 Reavers, 3 Inceptors and a Repulsor tank. And this is going to save you 42.3% off of your retail price with a £72.50 saving. That's rather a lot. That's basically all of the Intercessors and Reavers for free, because they're like £35 a set. So £70 for those 2 alone is 20 models for nothing. That's rather good. Now, if you watched my video where I broke down each of the battle forces before, the Space Marines came rock bottom alongside their Chaos Space Marine brethren. So this time they've spun it around, and the best value kits out there are the Primaris. No surprising, the Primaris Push and the 300 Primaris Lieutenants that we've got available are a true indication of Games Workshop's real direction with Primaris. But the Battle Forces here are exceptionally good value for your Primaris fanboys. And top of the pile in this review is the Imperial Fist Supremacy Force. Now, it's called an Imperial Fist Supremacy Force, but every model in there is pretty individual. You can make any Space Marine chapter versions of these you like. All you've got is those Imperial Fist upgrade frames. So if you're not an Imperial Fist player, you can recycle those, re-gift those, resell those, eBay those, whatever you want to do, and get rid of those and just paint your guys in whatever chapter you've got. Within this, we get the same captain that we had in the Space Marine Force. We got the same Intercessors as well, but this time we've got Hellblasters instead of Reavers. We've got Aggressors instead of Inceptors. We've got a Redemptor Dreadnought instead of the Repulsor tank. And as I said, we've got Imperial Fist upgrade frames, which, as far as I'm aware, are brand spanking new. They're not available anywhere else at the moment. So the price I've put on those is £8 a frame, which is the same as the Deathwatch upgrade ones. Which I don't think is an unreasonable assumption to make in this calculation, right? So £8 a frame, there's 3 of those, and those frames are looking pretty good. So on each of these Imperial Fist Primaris upgrade frames, we get 5 Intercessor shoulder pads, an Intercessor Sergeant shoulder pad, 3 Aggressor shoulder pads, all featuring the insignia of the Imperial Fists, which could be used for their successor chapters without a problem. We also get 3 different heads, a helmeted one, one with a rebreather and one with an antenna, a right arm holding a pistol, a left power fist with Imperial Fist iconography on it, and some other little bits like sensors and tilting plates and Imperial Fist honorifics as the list goes on. And we get 3 of those in this kit, so that's enough to make all of the contents into this look suitably fisty. And then, as I said, if you don't want to use those, you don't have to. This is a completely neutral set if you really want it to be, and then you can shift those frames on to me because I'm an Imperial Fist fan. So if you've got them kicking around, feel free to send them in my direction. Just drop me a message and I'll take them off your hands quite gladly. So there we go then, guys. That is all of those box sets, sort of deep dived analysis, number crunched, percentage savings, and so on. Now I have based this on GWRRP because no matter where you get your discount from, that will be prorated per individual element within the box set. But there are a couple of box sets in this collection that are GW Direct only, so you wouldn't be able to get them at a discounted price if you were to buy them individually from your local gaming store. So I'd love to know in the comment section below if you are getting any of these in your Christmas wish lists from your loved ones and family. £100 or £70 to £80 depending on your discount is a little bit much to ask for normally, in my opinion. But you know, if you've got lots of friends and family, they know you're into the hobby and they will, you know, sort of club together and maybe sort of go halves or a thirds with other members of the family. The savings that you can get on these sets are pretty damn good, to be honest. They do vary, you know, as you've seen in the video, anywhere from 30 to 46%. That is pretty good, although you are constrained to what's in those box sets. So if you're after a bargain, these are pretty damn good value in my opinion. But I'd love to know what you think in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I shall catch you guys on the next video.